Yo, what is happening, guys? Game 2 right here of the local tournament that we had at the Booster Box out in Virginia Beach. And we have our matchup against Eustace Captain Kid. I played a lot of Kid players this tournament. But we won our first match against Kaido, if you watched that first video that I uploaded. And it was a nail biter. I mean, I barely won that. So I got extremely lucky. But like I said in the previous video, you know, there were times when I got extremely lucky and times when I got extremely unlucky. And that's just a reoccurring feature of this tournament for me. I just had moments where I couldn't drop certain cards, or I had certain moments where I couldn't draw certain cards, and it was just truly unfortunate. it hurt to watch sometimes, but it is what it is. But my opponent here is gonna put down Bonnie first, and I'll put down Nami, so we both get our searchers down. Take a look, see what we got. And, you know, Captain Kid it's a tough matchup for Zoro, but it just kind of depends on your pacing and what you're able to get done. But we're going to pick up that Nico Robin from the Nami search. He's going to tap Bonnie, look through his cards, and pick up the 8-cost Kid right there. And so he's just trying to figure out what, you know, his plans are for the rest of his turn, and swings with Leader. I'll take that life and puts down Killer. Nice little blocker. Protect Bonnie if he can. I mean, that card is honestly pretty annoying. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm remembering this, but I feel like I forget to attack with Nami here. I don't know why, but I'm like having this suspicion that I forget to attack with Nami here. And I swing... Oh, I swing 5 at Bonnie here. But I should have just swung with Nami. I don't know why I didn't. But he'll take the... Yeah, exactly. A little bit of a misplay on my part right there. Just completely passed it over. Didn't swing with Nami. Wow. I'm surprised I remembered that. But anyways. Pass over the turn. He plays the Killer. Is going to take care of my Zoro here. And he's still got that blocker... Killer on the field, and if he puts one Dawn under that, he can start drawing some more cards. I'll take a life for the swing. I really only start to worry about my life as Zoro once I'm down to maybe 2 against Kid, but you know, I'll take all the extra cards I can early. And sorry about the shaking of the camera, by the way. This table was a little bit lopsided and had some shaking going on, but not much I can do about that. I think later on, I think it was like match 5, there was a guy that was playing on the same table as me, and he put something underneath the table to stop it from shaking as much, which was kind of nice. I tended to stay on this table quite a bit, but it looks like he counters my Zoro swing and then rests my Chopper. Very smart. I'll play the Nico Robin though. Now, I believe he should be up to 7 Dawn, but he'll swing with 3 at my Chopper. I'm just gonna have to let it go here. Yeah, unfortunate, but I've got Striker, Luffy, and Nico Robin set up for next turn, which makes me feel a little, you know, a little confident. But with 7 Dawn, there's still a lot he can do. You know, Nekomamushi starts resting characters, Izo starts resting characters, and then all of a sudden, you know, I don't have that Nico Robin that I was kind of banking on, you know what I mean? And so there's the Izo. It's going to rest the Nico. And he still has 4 Dawn, so that Nico Robin is for sure going down. Yep, swings for 8 on her and taps 1 under the Killer. So my turn now. We're back over to 8 Dawn now. And I'm trying to figure out what's my plan of attack here. He's still got that killer card down. He has, I believe, 4 life at this point. Oh, my camera angle didn't catch it very well. Maybe it was 4 or 3. And I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do to try and clear a little bit of the board, but also get as many life swings in as possible. You know, I'm like a ticking time bomb at the moment. So I will swing for 6 at life, and he's deciding whether he wants to counter or not. And he's going to take that block, draw a card. And now that I have that done, I'm yeah, just trying to work with the Dawn that I have left. So we still have 7 left. We're going to put down 5 cost Luffy and put 2 under Striker Luffy. And I think I'm swinging for 7 at life here. Yeah, and he's going to punk Gibson. So unfortunate. You know, it's a great card to have, and especially in life. But I'll put down 1 more chopper and just pray that he doesn't have enough to have a card to rest that as well. Because I'm trying to save that 5 cost Luffy if possible. But he 1k counters on the... Ooh, now that I think about it... Oh, that might have been a illegal play, because I had 4 underneath Nami because of Zoro's ability and Nami, yeah. Countered that killer, I'm not sure. Just with 1k, because if I'm not mistaken, Yamato's a 1k. But swings gets rid of a couple of my characters here. You know, a little annoying, but nothing too big. I've still got some of my big hitters. But he's got all of his Dawn, which I believe is 9 at the moment. He's going to throw 3 under Kid, and I let the Luffy die. I'm not sure if I had a plan, but I could have just used my chopper. I'm not entirely sure why I let that die right there. Yet again, hindsight being 2020, I might have just had an idea with cards in my hand, and I will find out next turn. But he Bonnie's and searches and picks up the 5 cost Law right there. Plays another killer, which I would imagine he's going to tap a Dawn underneath and just try and get another, just try and get another card out of. Passes it over. So now we're up to all 10 Dawn, but I genuinely don't know why I let my Luffy die right there instead of taking the block. Not sure if... I don't know. We're going to find out this turn. This is one of those matches that I felt like I misplayed a lot, and I got really unlucky at the end because I had my opponent down to 1 life, I believe. No, I had him down to no life at the very end, and just couldn't find the right order of playing cards to get things done. And yeah, just kept making some mistakes. So I do 7 at lead. He'll block with killer here, draw a card real fast. And I kind of want to get rid of the Bonnie because he's got quite a lot of cards in his hand. I don't want him to have more. I'm trying to have him burn some counters because I've been doing quite a bit of damage to his life. And so I'll put 3 under Chopper. I know that that looks a little strange, but just to take care of his Bonnie. Really am trying to stop the card draw. But swing for 6 here at life. And, or no, I went for his killer. Okay, I was going for board clear here. And I passed turn. Left 2 Dawn up. Just to see if maybe I could scare my opponent into thinking I had Red Hawk in my hand. Because if I remember correctly, I do not have Red Hawk. Well, excuse me. I know for a fact I don't have Red Hawk in this deck. But I have been running Red Hawk in a Luffy deck that I've been working with. But I just wanted to maybe, you know, have him thinking. Play around that Red Hawk, hit him with a feint, and I got the board cleared though, which makes me feel a little more comfortable. Although all I know is that he could just play a few cards and these rested characters are gone. So he's going to swing for 5 here. I believe at my Sanji, but I can't remember if he pointed or if he just told me which card he was going for. But I'm kind of deciding on whether I'd like to save him, and nope. We'll just let Sanji go. There's a lot of moments in this match, at least, that we were doing. My opponent and I were pretty much just doing a lot of thinking. We were taking our time to, see if there was any better possibility that we can do. But he puts down that 5-cost X-Drake and 5-cost Basil Hawkins. Basil Hawkins is like one of those characters that I think is between being a brick in your hand or absolutely amazing once you get it down on the field. If I can't deal with it, it's quite annoying. But he takes a life here. I swing for 7. And now's right about when I had really wished I had saved that, 5-cost Luffy earlier. Using the blocker. I still don't know why I didn't do that. I think maybe I had just missed it, but now look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Bet you've never seen it. Swinging with Chopper for 6. Okay, and he takes his life here. I'm gonna put down Rush Sanji. Say that 5 times fast. He takes his final life, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm gonna pass turn, and now I'm a little scared, but I'm happy because realistically, all I need is 1 rush card to potentially end this game. If he puts down the 8-cost kid, yeah, it's worrisome, but at the same time, there's a lot of cards that I have that can deal with that. I know that I remember that I have an Otama in my hand at this point, but I don't think that I had a jet pistol, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm a little concerned about the 8-cost kid, but I'm not overly concerned because I have 4 of those running in my deck. That means I have very good odds of, drawing the card, even whether it's from life or whether it's from, my deck, potentially picking up a Nami and searching for it. I feel as though having him at this life, I feel confident, right? Just needed a singular card and it can change the game. 5-cost Luffy, Shanks, the jet pistol, Diable Jambe. A lot of these cards will help me get through, any 1-cost blockers, 2-cost killer blockers. So, dealing with Beji and killer like that can be pretty simple with my deck. But the hardest part is just picking up the cards. You gotta get them. So I think he's gonna swing now with Hawkins at... Oh no, he waits. He puts a Dawn underneath because that way he can reactivate the card. He swings at Hawkins for Chopper, reactivates, and swings at Sanji. And now I have to kind of choose whether I want to save the Sanji or not, but there's just too many things that are able to take care of him on the board, so it's not worth wasting the counters. I'll just let it go. Let him attack my life. But if he's smart, he's still got 10 done here. If he's smart, play some cards down. Maybe don't swing for life. I've only got 4 in hand, and that way he, really has me in a tough spot. But he's really, really thinking about putting down that 8-cost kid. He's just worried that if he does, what's his play afterwards. So he thinks about putting down the Bonnie. He puts it down for a second and then reconsiders. But he's going to put down that 8-drop kid, puts a Dawn underneath. So now he's got the magnet, and he'll drop an Okiku. This is a scary board. Scary board that I'm dealing with, but realistically all I need is potentially one card. I just need something to take care of Kid, and then I need like whether it's a jet pistol, 5-cost Luffy, putting all my Dawn under Zoro, because he doesn't have any blockers on field, but he does have a very big hand. So he's got a lot. I think I'd just ask him right here, you know, how many cards in hand. And yeah, I kind of got to try and piece this out and see if there's, you know, something available for me. And I personally think that my best choice here with the cards that I had in hand at the moment was to just throw 10 underneath Zoro and let him hit me for some life next turn. I need those cards. I'm looking through my trash, seeing if there's maybe an opportunity for me to use Uta, but I'm in a rough spot right now. And I play the Otama, bring him down to 6. So I knew I had the Otama, I just didn't have the jet pistol. And now I'm thinking of what I need to do with my Dawn. And unfortunately, I think I went a little light on the Dawn. I should have went probably as heavy as possible to try and take care of Kid and just get him off the field. And not too light. We went with 7, so that should be 12 against 6. He's just gonna have to let it go. I've got 3 Dawn remaining, and I'm gonna put down a chopper blocker and pass turn. Yep. So we survive, and in my opinion, put ourselves in a decent spot. A decent spot. All I need is, you know, a nice rush card, and we can take care of it. But there's still, you know, a lot of scary things that can happen. You know, I would imagine he's running 3 to 4 of those Captain Kids in his deck, so he puts another one of those down. It's gonna be it's still gonna be a very uphill battle, especially because I used my Otama already. So he's going to rest my chopper here, swing at life. I'll take that hit. He'll swing with his leader at chopper. Chopper's now gone. And he's still got 2 attacks that he can use with Basil Hawkins. He's got the X-Drake. He could even reactivate Eustace Captain Kidd's main effect. But I got 4 cards in hand and a Dream right now. But he swings without putting a Dawn underneath, which is a little surprising. But I'll take that hit. And now he's just counting Dawn, seeing what might be the best idea. He's gonna swing again, and this is where I think I made my mistake. I believe I countered this when I should have taken the hit. I should have taken the hit, yep, so I do counter it. I just saw the shadow of my arm. I guess I had my hands behind. I was leaning back, yep. He puts down another kid, puts down the veggie blocker from resting it, and it's now my turn. I should have taken the life. And you'll see shortly why I should have taken the life, but I just kept drawing brick after brick and having to deal with another kid and then surviving onto the next, you know, the next turn would have been impossible. So I'm thinking I'm going deep into the think tank, and sadly, pretty much the only thing I had was putting another Otama down, if I remember correctly, to try and lower the kid. Yep, so we lower the kid down. No jet pistol, sadly. And I'm telling my opponent at this point, I don't think I got this. I was like, unfortunately, I really don't think I can do much here. I was like, I'll be able to deal with the kid, but then you got me next turn. So, yeah. I swing for 10 on the kid. He blocks with Veggie. Yeah, nothing I could do. Really needed one of those either Shanks or 5-cost Luffy there, and I tell him, I'm like, yeah, I can't really do much. I got Diable Jambe, and these are the rest of my cards. Good game. And yeah, so I draw the first card off the top of my deck just to see what it was, and it was a Rush Zoro, and he flips over my life, and I had a 5-cost Luffy, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. That is rough, you know? That is so rough. Just needed one card, and I probably could have won it the previous turn, but you know, you get lucky in the first match, and then you get unlucky in the next. It is what it is, but you move on. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, all right? And I'll see you in the next one.